help me through this one.
Some of those things that we're looking forward to in Wadapalooza, always a beach workout. You don't have necessarily the same kind of sandy beaches at home. Was there anything you did to prepare for this, or was it just, we're going to get here and we'll navigate?
I only have it in my right ear.
I mean, actually we do, because Denmark is around.
Oh, she's in my left ear.
It's
going back and forth.
It's not my first time, but of course it's not every Tuesday, but I have definitely run on beaches before. Yeah.
We have a lot of competition left to go. Is there anything you want to say to your friends and family back home that are tuning into the stream and watching you?
I kick ass.
I want to say thank you to the 6 a.m. running club and the morning cardio club. So they always.
The morning cardio club. How are you doing, my friend? Do not steal the Twizzlers from the store. Do not steal the Twizzlers. I haven't had breakfast. It doesn't matter. I'm here with Brian Spin from the Barbell Spin. Sea Beaver in the house. If you guys can hear my TV going and it's too loud, let me know. The boys are watching. The boys recognized one athlete and one athlete only.
Who?
Danny Spiegel. She ran by. My boy Joseph. Danny Spiegel just came out.
Recognize her from the back, huh?
Danny Spiegel. I didn't even know he knew. I seriously, I didn't even know. How does he know? Sevon, you were actually close to the time complete. Actually, yeah. Well, me and Caleb did the math. And actually, I think James was like 26:30 and Ricky was 27:30, and I think we guessed 27:30, and I picked Ricky to be the winner. I'm going to give myself a point. Boy, the chat is fun. By the way, a great coverage. Congratulations to Patrick Clark and Brian Friend. Obviously, some hiccups. It's their first rodeo. But I was impressed. Beautiful drone shot, great close-up shots. People were complaining about it being shaky, etc. There were some audio issues, but Bill and Chase really carried the show. I appreciated the wide shots. I appreciated that they didn't switch a lot. I'm gonna give them fucking so far so good out the gate. Thumbs up. I'm impressed. It's not easy. I would not want to be doing that out in the sand in that weather, being responsible for that shit. And then Brian has no reps with Hiller today. I don't know how he's going to do all that.
Yeah, I don't know. It looked like Brian was up late last night getting everything set up still. So pulling long hours.
Hard.
Yeah, the shaky, all that stuff they'll work out. They're working on a tight budget. They got a shaky camera. Listen, there's no one who wants to ass pound them more than me. But I just can't. It was good. Great shot. I thought Laura looked incredible. There were some great shots. Laura Horvat, like running down the, in between the venue and the bleachers. I absolutely love the setup. I love the setup that all the boxes were so close and that the athletes would be touching each other, bumping each other. That there's an option for that. I thought all of that. Did you like that? I saw some people complaining about how close the boxes were. I thought it gives it a good feel, adds the more grit to it.
No, I agree. I mean, if nothing else, you need to have the first event have everybody on there, especially given that there's only 6 events. And if you start putting in people in different heats, the first heats can always be at a disadvantage. So, putting everybody on at the same time, it's going to require close quarters. And I don't think anybody got knocked over. I mean, you just got to deal with it.
I did see one of the athletes here doing a double bounce. I did not see who it is, but when she would step down, she would give it a double bounce. I thought that probably wasn't too smart. That should have been worked out ahead of time. It was basically 2-for-1 tension on the Achilles every time she stepped down. Yeah, the Laura shot was incredible with her running. I'm glad you saw that. She looked like a fucking brick shithouse. She looked absolutely amazing. Drone shots were great. I forgot that they were running in the sand. That must have been really nasty. Incredible times. Who won the boys?
Mr. Sprague.
And then second?
Ricky.
And third?
Pat Vellner.
Wow, Patty.
Yeah, good start for him.
Solid. Any surprise that Pat took third? It's a bike run step up?
Not really. I mean, other than generally you see Pat start slow on most of the events, but I think this one kind of suited him a little bit better and took advantage of it. So very good start for him.
Normally Wadapalooza starts with a swim, right?
No, it's usually mixed in there. I think last year it was on Friday morning.
Okay, but no swim this year.
No.
Yeah, big mistake. Austin Hatfield. Are we surprised that Pat beat Austin and Yanikoski? You'd think Yanikoski and Austin Hatfield would have been faster on the step ups, and Yanikoski would have been better on the run.
Going with Austin, I brought this up last night on the show. Was Austin did really well on Chad at the games because he kind of hopped down. He's kind of doing that skip down, and he didn't have that advantage, right? So, I mean, he was, I think, doing a little bit like what Sprague was doing, but Austin made all of his speed up at the games on Chad during the way down those 2 steps. And then you add in the bike component of it, he's just not going to hang with some of the bigger guys there. So I think you saw that as well with Emily Rolfe, right? Like she could run, but the bike played a bigger role than I think we thought.
Any of the boys get capped? Any of the big boys? Tier 1, Tier 2 boys?
No one important. I think only 3 guys got capped.
Okay, so Enola Kai made it. Luca, Carone, Moritz. I didn't see any shots of Guy Malheiros. Is he there?
That's because he was the last one to finish before the time cap. So
wow.
He took 34th.
Okay. Luke Parker, Saxon Panchik, Travis Mayer.
Saxon didn't do so hot. 23rd.
Okay.
Luca.
How did
18th.
Enola Kai do? That's a lot of man to move around.
Aniel was 7th.
Wow.
So he beat Austin. Good start for him.
Yeah, great start. And Farlow was in the yellow shirt, one of the few men clothed. How did he do?
29th.
Okay.
Running is not his strong suit.
All right. And let me look at some of these people. How did Harry Lightfoot do?
He was up there. Let's see, 8th.
Oh, okay, good. Nick Matthew.
Near the bottom, 26th.
Okay, Kaike Cerveni.
20th.
Okay, the big man. And then who was the giant guy that people were talking about? Was that George Sterner, or who is the big guy?
George is pretty small. He took 6th, but no, it was the guy from Crash Crucible that you saw, Max Krieg.
Oh yeah, Max did great. What place did he take?
4th.
Yeah, I'm a big Max Krieg fan, and I was riding high on Max yesterday. But there was a giant guy we talked about in the show yesterday, like a 6'6", 6'7" guy. What was that guy's name?
Lago Giraldez.
He took 12th.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So the big boys did good on this, and then if we cruise over to the ladies, I'd never even heard of this girl before, Astrid.
I think I may have heard of her in passing, but I don't have too much information on her. Astrid Tind.
I was digging through her Instagram, and I think she went to the games on a team, if I saw correctly. And who took 2nd?
Lucy Campbell, I believe. They don't have the leaderboard up yet, but I believe Lucy Campbell took 2nd, and then Amy Kringle took 3rd.
Oh shit!
Astrid has been to the games twice, 22 and 24, both on a team.
Okay, and then Kringle. I mean, that we talked about that yesterday. She's only getting better.
Yeah, I mean, this is one that, I mean, she's a great runner, great at the longer events. So I'm not surprised by it. We'll see how she does on some of the more power output workouts, but great start for sure.
And she's built like a brick shit house. So she's basically come from the endurance type physique and just been packing on the traps and the shoulders.
Right. Yep. Yeah.
And so if you got her on a bike and a run and step ups with a little added weight in the vest, did we find out where the weight's 20 and 14?
I think so.
Okay.
I don't know if I have the exact weights, but I believe it was a 20 and 14 pound weight vest.
And how did Lydia Fish do?
I don't have the exact spot, but I think she was near the top 10.
Okay. And a shitload of girls got capped, right?
Yeah, there were a decent amount, way more than the men. That's going to take a while to sort out on the leaderboard, so we won't have it until probably after Event 2 starts.
And Hattie Canyo, did she finish?
I didn't see or hear her name called out, so if she did finish, she was just in a pack with a bunch of others.
Abigail Donut?
She started out pretty slow. She and Brooke Wells, Sydney Wells. So again, I think she's near the cap line.
And Laura Horvat?
She did well, top 5.
Oh shit! Okay,
Got 5th place.
good on her. And any surprises, John? That got capped?
Yeah, I mean, both the Wells sisters, Ariel Lowen. I think I've heard. I mean, I think there's
Both the Wells sisters and Ariel got
yeah,
tapped?
I think there's a sickness running through, and they got it. That's my only explanation. Because and Hattie Canyo's another one. There is a whole lot of people that were way ahead of them, or were ahead of them, that have no business being ahead of them. Danny Spiegel beat Brooke Wells off the first round of the box, and like, there's never a world where that happens, and she's not deteriorated.
Okay, and there is that so many people I know have, I forget what it's called, a norovirus. So I cannot believe how many people are coming down with this. This is this 24-hour shit your pants and vomit thing.
They probably should have masked up on the airplane, right?
I don't know if it can stop
They
that.
should have done one of those skin mask things.
I think you can only get it from eating ass.
Well,
Maybe.
It's
explains a lot about who's getting it.
It's a pickle thing. Tyler Watkins is in the house from the Heat One app. Everyone pull out your phones, open up the Heat One app. Let's go over. Ricky, 51% of the people thought Ricky Garrard was going to win. Oh, wait. Oh, those are my picks. 7% thought Alexis Rapis was going to win. How can 83% think James is going to win and 51% think Ricky's going to win? That doesn't make sense. What am I looking at wrong here?
He's flex pick. The flex pick.
Yeah, I had James as my flex pick.
I'm saying
The
81.
thing-
Go ahead, Tyler.
The interesting thing is that James picked himself to win the entire competition in the top 10. And like I told you guys in the group, he was conservative at the games and picked himself 6th, that he won the games. And so, I don't know, it's kind of like a canary in the coal mine. Does he know something that we don't know?
No, he wasn't picking himself conservative. It's just what ended up happening. He's being very aggressive both times. He's not going to win Wadapalooza.
All right.
Okay, Waffle.
Hello to everyone in the chat. Sean Lenderman, my phone is open to Pornhub. Fair enough. There was something else here. Norovirus is huge on cruise ships. So often it's bad in South Florida. By the way, I'm having an absolute blast. I should not be allowed to use my phone during live streams when there's chat. Normally, like, I just don't even chat. But I think I'm just going to just ass pound people and troll people in the chat the entire time. God, it's so fun.
Dusty got fucked up a little bit.
Oh, poor Dusty. Dusty did get fucked up.
Hey, Dusty, if you're Dusty's mom, you might want to go get checked.
Yeah, and the fact that you got to mute me is amazing. It's absolutely
Is he a moderator?
I don't know.
He's just a fucking guy, dude. He's a nobody.
Thank you. That derailed comment was great. Thank you. I was so it's like the 14-year-old boy in me when I heard Chase say someone got derailed. I was just like, okay, where's my phone? You can't just say derailed. Someone got derailed. Derailed. Athletes get derailed and deloaded. I want to get deloaded. Okay, workout 2's coming up quickly on us. We have John Young here, Brian Spin from the Barbell Spin, Tyler Watkins, Caleb Beaver. The second workout's called Ocean Drive. Oh, sorry. Let me go back one more. I forgot that they were going to run in the sand. That's a son of a bitch.
Yeah, and it was not hard sand like people were trying to say and tell us leading up to this.
Dude, props to Max
Hard
Creek.
sand.
Yeah, Max, tell me, John. Tell me about
Max
the man.
Creek
Max
had a
Creek.
freaking great event. He came out hot, was trying to take it to James, and was like, "Oh shoot, I'm not that fit." And then, but I mean, hung on, didn't blow up. If he did blow up, he didn't blow up that bad. Max Creek, pretty notable at Crash. He's not one of the big 3, but I'm pretty sure he got 4th place at Crash.
Look great at the West Coast Classic, John.
Yeah,
Look
he's
great.
a very consistent athlete. He doesn't have very many holes. He just doesn't have very many home runs. And I mean, I was shocked to see him take it to the best of the best. I mean, it's not, the whole entire field is not the best of the best, but there's probably 5 of the top 10 fittest guys in the world legitimately. And Max Creek was taking it to them. So
he's a big
to him.
dude too. He's a big, intimidating guy. Like when he was at the West Coast Classic and he was there, like he stands out. He's
thick.
He's very
he's
stoic.
thick. Very stoic. Yeah, and he's a man child. He almost doesn't look like, he looks more lumberjack than CrossFitter. Yeah, and he shaved up for this. He looks 10 years younger here at this event than he did at the West Coast Classic.
And event 2 should be good for him.
Okay, event 2. Thank you for bringing that up, Mr. Spin. 21 cal row for the boys, 18 for the girls. 21 toes to bar. So it's row, then jump off, toes to bar, then a sled drag, and then a rest. How are they going to score this? And then the same thing with less calories on the row, less toes to bar for 3 rounds. Why the rest?
It's total time. So like everybody will go on their own clock. Everybody's not resting at the same time. But they're 3 sprints. Everything is very low where it should be unbroken, and sprinting the row and sprinting the sled. So when everybody's on their own clock, it would be like if we all did it, I would go and then Spin would go like 2 seconds after me, and then Sevon would go 2 seconds after Spin.
It's
and
like almost like every second counts. 2008.
It's just a running clock of when you go off of your rest.
Have we seen this sled be demoed on the field yet? Because what I'm thinking is there's going to be different. There's going to be obviously good lanes and bad lanes in this event. Like we are going to have some controversy here when sleds dig into the sand.
Yeah, it's gonna be rough.
Yeah, I'm not seeing an actual video of it. I've only seen the photo in an athlete's story.
Okay, but
Hard
they are
sand
pulling
lanes
it on.
versus soft sand lanes.
I mean, yeah, possibly.
And what is a sled drag? Is it there's a rope on one end and they're going to be on the other end pulling it, or is it walking backwards pulling it? Are they going to be actually in contact with the sled?
Ropes over your shoulders and just digging. Does that make sense?
Yeah. So your best bet is to make the ropes taut and try to get the front of that sled up so it doesn't dig into the sand.
Correct. I try to get as close as I can to that sled where the front, like you said, the front 2 part of it is up in the air. It's just the back end dragging.
And then let's talk about Max Krieg here for a second. Got to be great on the rower, big dude. Toes to bar. It's not a lot of them, and the sled drag should be easy for him too. Easier.
Yeah, but you could say that for almost everybody.
Well, someone like Guy, this might be troubling for him too. Not a big man on the rower, and the sled could. I don't think of him as being someone good who's improvising new shit.
Yeah, I think he'll be fine on the sled, but he's never had very good power output when it comes to sprinting machines. I think the toe to bar are going to make a difference. I know nobody else does, but I think toe to bar cadence is what's going to get people ahead, and then how fast can you do the last sled?
All right. Are you surprised, John, with Astrid winning that?
Yeah, I didn't know who Astrid was, but now I do. And we know that if Astrid's in the competition, she's a cardio beast.
Not one person picked her in Heat 1 app.
Not even Astrid's parents believed in her.
Wow. Hey, let me say that. Let me say this. Would you say that? So that was a leg event.
Yeah, I mean it's a leg long endurance event.
I would say it's less running though, just given where Emily Rolfe finished. I mean, she was 6th. That's not bad, but if it was running, you'd say she's top 3 easily. So I think the bike and the step ups did accumulate, and I think the second bike after the 150 box step ups took its toll on some of those who were not as powerful.
I agree. I mean, like if me and Spin both did this event, like Spin is a way better runner than I am. I'm licking my chops if this is the endurance event because there's so much stuff that can stop running.
But it's legs, right? The bike, a lot of legs. Step ups, a lot of legs, and the running in the sand, a lot of legs.
Yeah, it's all legs. Yeah.
Okay. Well, let me say that. I'm going to say this. This is just the facts. The only woman there that had nicer legs than me was the chick who won, Astrid. She's the only one. I was looking at all their legs, and I'm like, hey, no one here has nicer legs than me. I have more curves, more definition. My knees are nicer. And then I was looking at Astrid's, like she had the nicest legs. Superficially speaking, she was going to be the winner. If you didn't notice, John, did you notice her legs?
Do you think you have nicer legs than Danny Spiegel?
Yes, they're different. They're different, but they're made for doing different shit. Mine are just made for looks. But it's just crazy. I was just
like a ripness factor.
Yeah, I mean, when they showed her, you're just like, my God, this chick's legs are insane. Long, defined, agile, straight, no bow-leggedness.
And she's 5'10" too.
No shit.
Yeah.
Well, I'm just gonna say that if you're just going straight on looks, that was the pick. Her legs look like they had the most show. She showed up in the clean Ferrari and she won.
And why did you not pick her to win in Heat 1?
I didn't. I should have been, because I'm not a superficial douche, and I should be. Look at other things just besides looks. It sucks about me. The depth of my character is unrivaled. Bottomless depth in my character. Oh, look, Beaver's gonna. Oh my goodness.
Yep.
That's gonna be fun to watch.
My goodness.
This gives me a lot of, like, reminds me of semifinals 2 years ago with the magic carpet, right? Like, if everything goes right, it's fine. But if something starts digging in, or you have a lane that's just different sand or whatever, we could definitely be coming back in a couple hours and saying, whoops, this didn't work out.
I think we are, but I think it's going to be fun. It's going to be chaos, but as the viewer, we're going to absolutely love it. We're going to be dying. Our chat's going to be exploding.
Yeah. No, I like it. It'd be good.
We're going to watch a car crash. VZ, just say what you mean, girl. Just say what you mean. JR, John Young, and Spin, please. Just say, go on. Just say what you mean. What was the thought you had before that? That's what I want to know. Okay, let's pick the boys. I'm going over to the Heat 1 app. I'm empty for the boys. Let's go. Don't tell me who you picked, but let's recalibrate after what we saw. I'm going men. Guess who I'm picking?
Max
Krieg. Max Krieg, baby. What a shame Colton's not here.
You want to talk about Lucy Campbell at all? Nice little comeback for her, too.
Oh, yeah, let's talk about it. Yep, let's talk about it.
I mean, she got second place. There's a lot of good women that are cardio freaks here. Caitlin Burnen's one of them. Apparently, Astrid's even better than Caitlin Burnen. But it's a very. If I was Lucy, I would be. It was a very nice return to competition. To get second place, almost first place, you got beat by somebody that nobody knows, who's just a freak. I think you can accept that. It's exciting. I'm excited for her.
Hey, what I'd like to know is how Lydia Fish did.
She did great, bro. She did top 10.
Okay, but this sled might just mash her.
It's a possibility.
We might see her cry.
Yeah.
I don't think she's crying yet.
That's more of a tomorrow thing, I think.
The only reason she cried at Crash is because she was so close to podium, and it was one thing that took it away at the end. And she did everything up until that point. Like, if you were getting trashed in the second event, and then you're like, "This is just what's happening."
Well, the good thing is she has no quit, and that sled's going to require, I think, some no quit. Who do you have for the men in event 2?
I got Ricky.
Okay. Spin.
Mr. Vellner.
Wow. Why not James, since he's so tall?
I think James is a fine pick.
I mean, it's a good pick. I think he'll be top 5. I'm not sure he'll be. I'm my only concern is the sled, and especially that heavy one, and what that does if he's able to have enough power to get what that's like. Now, if the sled turns out to be a non-issue, then James, I think, is in the running.
John, who do you think wins Wadapalooza this year in the boys?
I'm still riding with Austin.
Oh, okay, Hatfield. And you, Spin?
I'm leaning towards Austin now that Jeff is out. I have him in Heat 1. I think Ricky has an opportunity to, but I think it's going to come down to later today on whether or not Ricky.
That third event's going to be a lot
John's
to know
really
about Ricky.
John's really gotten in your head, Spin. I didn't realize that.
No, I mean, I think today versus tomorrow is going to be a different story. And when you go to the clean, you go to the final event, Cortadito 2.0, like those are Austin Hatfield's events compared to Ricky.
Yeah, this is what's going to happen. Ricky's best 2 events are these 2 events. The first one and the second one. And Ricky's going to be in first place, and it's going to look real pretty. And Austin's going to be in like 5th place at the end of the day. And then he's going to have a Froning-esque 3 for 3 the next day, and it's going to be beautiful. And then everybody's going to be like, "Oh my gosh, is this the next Matt Fraser?" And it'll be the first time that I say, "No, calm down. He's not Matt Fraser, but he is pretty good."
Every event is Ricky's event. I think you guys are smoking crack. Okay, females event 2. It looks like event 2 has started. Females for event 2.
I think Horvath murders everybody.
What did you say, Caleb?
It's the Latin American Heat. It's not.
Oh,
the actual
Okay,
open.
so just the Mexicans are going
Oh,
now.
shit.
Segregation.
This sled thing's actually going pretty good.
It's the light one though.
Yeah, just
No, that the way that, if they do that the whole way through, I feel like it'd be fine.
No,
You
I think it's for the women. It's a 45-pound plate, and then it goes to 90, and then it goes to the 135. So they'll be adding 45 each time. So it'll get heavy.
Oh,
Significantly.
they add a plate every time they go back and forth.
Yes.
Okay.
Well, after each round, they add it. So they have a light, medium, and heavy sled.
Okay. And then these are okay. So is there how many heats of Mexicans are there?
One.
One. And then men and then one women.
Yeah.
what is their weight has to be less, right? Spin, did you talk about that?
Yeah, I think they're at the RX weight for
So
The
it's
LATAM
it's
Cup.
one plate less.
Oh, okay.
The-
All right.
The
I take it back.
Latinos.
False
Hey,
alarm is going to be terrible.
Why do they do that? Why do they have this segregated event? Did they ever explain that? It's because they have why do they do that? Because
It's to
the
celebrate
organizers, the
the-
owners of Loud and Live are Latino.
I mean, they've always had a very Latin American crowd. Athletes come up from South America, so I think it's just kind of to celebrate that, and gets. I think there's like 10 like competitions that they pull from. So I mean, it's an interesting thing for those athletes.
They should do Venezuelan gang member heat.
They're now in the terrorist organization, so I'm not sure they can do that.
Females for event 2, you got Horvat, John.
I do.
Same.
Caleb. You don't give a fuck. You don't give a fuck. Whatever.
Bethany
Her.
Flores.
I am going to go with Danny Spiegel.
I don't mind
Ariel Owen.
Ariel
I think
Ariel
Ariel's
Owen's a good
sick.
flex pick.
I don't know if I would call anybody that got capped, any of the elite people that got capped in that workout. I don't think I would pick them for any of the remaining workouts because
Ariel got capped.
there's a sickness running through Wadapalooza right now. I don't know what it is, but I think Ariel's one of those people. I think Brooke's one of those people. I think Sydney's one of those people. I think like if we run through the list when we see their times, Hattie Canyo, I think is one of those people. Because they have there are people that beat these elite names that shouldn't be close to them. And I don't know what it is, but Sevon, like if you have the norovirus, I'm just not picking them for any of the workouts. You're operating at 80%.
It fucking closed on me. I can't fucking choose.
Come on, Tyler.
It fucking closed on me. Open me up, Tyler.
Yeah, they're
Open
either
me up
like
and bend me
way
over.
too like quick with it or like not quick enough. It's never quite perfect of when they close it down.
The fuck is going on here? Okay. So you guys both have Laura Horvat. I got Danny Spiegel. You guys both have who'd you have? You had Hatfield, and you guys both had Hatfield. No, you had Ricky.
For this event, I have Ricky.
Overall,
Oh,
I have,
okay.
I have Pat.
Oh, and you have Pat. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Any other updates? Any other fresh news? Has anyone pulled out yet? Any injuries? Any updates on Mr. Adler?
He's doing team. He's not doing individual.
Yeah. Sayer Kaya is out.
No shit. What happened?
Not sure. She withdrew. Was not on the floor. So
Did she even do the event?
no. She's in Miami, so I don't know. Maybe she's also got the sickness.
Let's see if we can find her IG here.
She's down with the sickness.
The hair Kai. I got it. Let me see what this is. That probably doesn't look like it. That's just that sponsor shit.
That was a week ago.
By the way, okay, let's talk about Say Hair first.
Promoting tier, more
God, those shoes
tier,
are ugly.
They are horrible.
more tier, old man shoes. There she is. Okay, so there she is. She's pretty pumped. She's ready to go. She's checking out the floor. That's probably yesterday. That's probably yesterday.
Yeah.
15 hours.
Oh, 15 hours ago. Okay.
Oh, that's cool. It's like a outfield.
Yeah, what is that? That's dope.
They had that at Bayfront last year too for the VIP.
It's a hot tub. You can just watch, sit in there and watch.
I'm not sure if it's hot, but
It is
Okay,
a
so her
tub.
last post is 14 hours ago, so we don't know what happened.
no.
All right, and she didn't do the event. Oh, okay. I think the Heat One app is open again.
Make your picks quick because it'll be.
Yeah, I'm gonna close the Heat One app, open it again. Go over to day 2, Heat One shot caller. Is that what I do? Heat One shot caller.
Yes.
I get
It
rid of
is
the fraud
unlocked.
grips ad. I go to layouts. No, I go to picks. No, shit. How do I do this? Lineup,
Picks lineup.
props,
Lineup.
picks, lineup. Okay. And then I got to click at the top, event 2, and then I'm going to which girl was I picking? Danny Spiegel. Only 1%. No, it's not working. Only 1%. I can't pick her. Oh, there she is. She's in. And my empty. My empty. Luke Parker for my flex pick.
That's not a bad pick. Luke will be good in this.
Thank you.
I have Emmetol, the new proven athlete.
Perfect.
Luke Parker, just because he's in the middle. Oh God! Oh, there he is.
Do you
There
want
he
to talk
is.
about Guy and Jack?
Sure. How are they shit in the bed?
I thought they would be better than what they were. I knew this would be their worst event. But Guy was 34th out of 37 guys, and that's really, really bad in this type of a field. Like
Doesn't he
Rogue,
need to
I
take
get it.
some last places, though?
Rogue, I get it. Like, everybody's elite, right? Except, a Greek guy that can't do one pegboard. But Yorgos. But when you're losing to Brandon Shipper, who is a grid league athlete, Brandon Shipper is a grid league athlete, and he's losing to that guy. That's rough.
Wow.
That's rough.
Guy could be a world-class grid athlete.
He could be. Maybe he should transition because this ain't going well for him. And Jack was 29th out of 37th. I thought Jack would be a little bit better than that. It's just not a good start. Again, they were going to be their worst events, but if they were like a 20th, it means they're putting in work. They're getting better, right? It doesn't feel like that after this one.
Sevi, did you see the FTDs I sent you yesterday? I did. Thank you. Appreciate it.
Thank God you didn't send them to me.
CrossFat, Danny confused my brain in person. Yeah, I'm telling you, Danny's like the Grand Canyon. She's like one of the wonders of the world.
Brandon's brothers chip it in for him. You see that?
No, where? What happened?
Ryan Shipper.
Yeah, there's.
Oh, Brandon is a CrossFit athlete. Oh, there you go. Wow.
Okay.
Yeah, Dan, one of the best. There's no doubt that if you see Danny Spiegel in person, you will have trouble getting your head wrapped around what she is. She is she's one of the wonders of the world. There's no doubt.
She's got a weird body.
I think it's fucking weird, delicious, like the Grand Canyon.
Stop.
Wheaties, a gallon of milk, and Danny Spiegel. Okay, Craig Richards. How did Folo do?
I think she was around 10th place, but I am unsure. I'm waiting for the leaderboard update. The women are taking a lot longer than the men did.
All right, and is that? I think Spin was saying that's probably because the time caps are more complicated to punch into the leaderboard.
Yeah, I don't think they have chip timers, or at least not on this floor. So everything's going to be hand keyed in with their scorecard from the judge. So I think we're going to have kind of a delay throughout the weekend.
Oh, this is very interesting. CrossFat, CrossFat. Her lower half is like Bo Jackson. Yeah, you know what's interesting is she is kind of like one of those like mythical creatures, like the lower half of one animal and then the upper half of a human.
And her upper half's like the Pillsbury Doughboy.
No, what the fuck are you talking about, dude? She's shredded, dude. You're out of your mind. Someone get this guy some glasses. You want me to pull up her IG and show you, John?
I'm good, man. Thank you.
Okay.
How has she not blocked you yet?
Me?
No.
Savon?
How me and her dude, it's all a strategy. You don't understand marketing, dude. And it's been just all truth, no marketing. Rob, I used to like John Young. But the more he talks, what a great. We should just stop there.
Oh God,
John, that's the story of my life.
fucking douche.
That's the story of my life. I used to like Sevon, but the more he talks, the more attention he gets, the more he talks, the more attention he gets, the more of a prick he is. Dude, are you kidding me? His sense of humor has only grown, and it's reduced his prickness because of his sense of humor has grown. He used to be prickly as fuck. He only got angry once last. He only used the Bryson. He only used the Jack and the Beanstalk voice once on last night's show. I used to admire his face, but he's become
That used
more
to be a
balanced.
whole 90-minute shtick for him.
Listen, Rob, I will tell you this: John is not Jesus Christ. He's never claimed to be. But yeah,
That's
He's a holy
upsetting.
man.
Rob.
How dare
I'll
he
try
stay
to.
out the
I'll try to
fence.
be better.
yeah.
No,
Look at
fuck that guy.
I'm with you, Caleb. That's what I'm saying in my way.
Okay, good.
That's the Christian version to go fuck yourself. I'll try to be better.
I'll anger translate for you, John. I got you, dude.
Yeah, bless your heart, Rob. I'll try to
We'll
be
pray
better.
for you.
Oh my goodness. You know what it is? It's all the money John's been making. It's not even the attention. It's just the money's corrupted him. Look at
Crazy.
his headphones probably cost $12.95 on. He gets his headphones on Temu.
He painted his doorway. That's how much money he has.
Yeah,
Dude,
look at
hey, listen. I did this on Spins. Like this is my chair that I'm sitting in.
Jesus Christ.
And
He
listen,
stole that from a garage sale. He didn't even buy it.
I sit in this chair for 7 hours straight in podcasts here, and when I get up, my back feels every bit of it. I'm
Dude,
Oh.
you need an office chair. Holy shit.
Caleb has a better chair in his RV than you do.
I know, dude. I'm chilling. I got a couch.
Goodness. Hey,
But
does
I got
that
a
room
good
ever?
TV. I got a good TV though.
Hey,
John, thank you, Sarah Cox and California Peptides. John, does that room ever do you ever leave that room? You don't realize how much you've stunk it up, and then you come back and open the doors, and you're like,
No.
"Holy
So,
fuck!
I mean,
This
it's
room is
my,
destroyed."
It's,
You ever fart that room to death?
It's my biking room, so like I'm sweating in here like a lot, a lot. No, this is my office. Nobody else comes in here. I don't smell it. Leslie knows not to come in here.
You don't
Oh,
ever
man,
fart
Kate.
that thing up, shut the doors, and come because the other day I walked into when we were sharing Airbnb with Taylor. I walked into his room and I was like, "Holy shit, dude! It just smells like it really just smelled like dirty butthole in the room." Like, I don't smell nothing.
I might be cleaner than him.
Okay, it looks like. Oh, what did you think? What did you think? What did you guys? Do you guys want to chime in on what you thought about the presentation from Mr. Clark and Brian Friend?
Growing pains.
I think a little all over the place, goods and bads.
Yeah, they used a Dutch angle for their wide shot. You know, that crooked shot. They had beautiful drone shots. They had some audio issues in the beginning. I think Chase and Bill killed it. But man, I'm pretty impressed, dude. I'm gonna tell you, I'm thankful that I get to watch it. I never was like, there's a lot of other broadcasts, high quality broadcasts like Rogue and CrossFit, where I'm like, what the fuck? I can't see the action. I didn't think that. I was like, I can see what's going on. I know who's leading.
And you have to think that like this is probably the hardest event to capture too, out of all the events.
Yeah, I was pretty I was
So
pretty
many moving
stoked.
pieces.
Broadcast camera and replay machine or two would be cool. I don't know.
I do hope there's a rep. Will we have a rep counter on any of these events? Because
I don't think so.
that whatever technology that is, I think that is like one of the most valuable technology you can have when you broadcast these things is a rep counter.
Because it's a race and you want to know who's winning.
Oh, they have one up right now for the Latin heat.
No. Where?
They have one. I swear to God.
They do.
Oh yeah,
Is it?
they have a leaderboard. They have a leaderboard.
Oh, they
that's
just added
bouncing
it.
around.
So there you go.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, it wasn't on when I first started.
Wow, that's crazy impressive.
Because that I just think that technology, like to see where everybody's at throughout a workout, is so valuable for people watching it, and like not even because you don't know, like the people who are watching at home, they don't know all the names, right? And so when people are talking about them, they're like, oh, that's this guy. He's at this rep. Look how fast he's going compared to everybody else. I think it's just really, really valuable to tell the story of the workout.
That's
And
yeah, that's gonna be
NJSB construction. I hope you get filthy rich off of building new homes and structures in California. God bless you. Thank you. Okay, go ahead.
going back to the broadcast. My one complaint is the YouTube ads that keep popping up in the middle of the action.
Yes. and then
Isn't
it
that
goes
just
to an-
because you don't pay for a YouTube subscription though? That's not their fault, right?
It's both.
well, you can
I'll
They
take at
can
least
turn off
50% responsibility for it.
like
Go ahead,
30%
Caleb.
responsibility, because you just turn the ads off because you're already running ads for yourself, right? And then once the stream's over, then you can add the ads back, right? That's how I would imagine do it.
Oh, okay. That's smart.
Because then
Oh.
now you're running ads in the middle of heats. From YouTube is running ads in the middle of heats, and then they're running ads outside of their heats, their own ads. So you're just getting inundated with ads for the whole stream.
Hey, is Malay the president of Argentina?
Yeah.
Okay. Send me a link, Mike. All right. So the female Latinas,
Yep. Yep.
right? Feminine pronoun, Latinas
The,
Are
There's
go-
a wrong marker
are-
up there. It says it's the men.
are going now. Hey, and even if you're not going to have a scoreboard, if you can have someone relaying that information to Bill and Chase, they could be giving it to you in real time. The girl in the pink shorts is in third. The girl, you know what I mean? They can be firing.
I think it's
going
going to be important later on, especially on the tier arena, like the final event today, because I believe they're going to have 20 athletes on the floor, with 10 on one on the left and 10 on the right, similar to what Dubai has done in the past. So it's going to be very, very chaotic, and so it can be very tough to especially for Bill and Chase to keep track of it. So if they do have a rep counter that's keeping track, we can follow along a little bit better.
This heat is like streaming the scale divisions at a local comp. I think what this is just a little home cooking, because I think the owners of Loudon Live are Latinos, and so they're just giving a little love to their hometown. What do they got there? Their viewership's holding strong at 6,000. They're at 5,800. During the peak of the last one, I think they were at 6,600. So it's a pretty good retention for a second tier, third tier comp.
Did it just go down?
Yeah, it's just stopped for me too. Yeah, I think you're right. Thought that was
All
Elon
right.
shutting my Starlink off.
Elon would never do that.
For those of you joining late, Sahara Kai pulled out of the event. There's been some speculation that there's a sickness going around with the athletes, and Sahara Kaya, that she pulled out. She is there at the venue, but we didn't see her compete in event one. Go ahead.
The scores are up, but I think they might be inputting a couple more because Claudia Gluck and Emma Tall do not have a score yet.
Do we have any idea where Emma Tall finished?
She was near the top.
She was the first one out early on. I can't imagine she didn't finish, but
So here's Danny Spiegel. I'm gonna say that again. Danny Spiegel.
With the Rockin' Grand Canyon body.
Yeah, my dogs know what's coming. Okay. Hey.
Hey, that is a little weird. You said her name and they started barking, dude. I started barking inside too.
She beat Ariel Lowen, Hattie Canyo, Brooke Wells, Kyra Milligan. She beat those people.
she beat Annika Greer.
Annika Greer, yeah, but that's not out of Annika's normal. So
Oh shit, dude!
Hey, dude, people were shitting on her running, in the last few days. And how did she do in event one at the semifinals last year?
Last
place.
Oh shit. Okay. All right. Because I was in the tunnel watching her run. I didn't think it looked too bad.
No, Annika, Kyra, Danny, Pinheiro, always at the back.
John, say her name again. I want to see what happens to the dogs.
Danny Spiegel. It's not a thing, I promise. Maybe they know, like, when I say her name, I'm gonna get real loud and angry, and they're like trying to amp up for it. They're ready for it.
All right. So Sahar Kai is out, Adler is out, and Bethany Flores is out. Everything else seems to be on the go. John was pointing out Guy's misstep, but I think he only has 2 placements. He has top 5 and bottom 5.
He has winning or bottom 5.
Yeah, there you go. So I don't think that there's any surprise there. I think we have passed the point in Guy's career though, where we're gonna see where there's hope for him to change that. I think he's been around long enough to where he could have fixed the endurance component, and it's just not going to happen.
Yeah, I mean, I was there 3 years ago. It just took y'all a while to get there.
If Kalipa can improve, Guy could have improved.
Wow.
I disagree wholeheartedly.
Guy, Neil Maddox, and Garrett Fisher.
No.
All three big men, all really.
Garrett was always good at running.
Wild
Khalipa
difference.
was not.
Wild difference, because I don't think fitness was at a place where I think in
Dude,
general,
Neil Maddox consumes oxygen at twice the speed of regular human beings. And
and he didn't
improved
improve his endurance.
Yeah, he did. Him and Jason and Garrett took first, second, and third, and either that row event.
How did
or
he do
that
at the
run
games?
event. That he didn't do good at the games, but the first two events that year in Carson were
Maddox wasn't
endurance
there.
events.
Khalipa and Fisher were.
No, Maddox was there too.
How
It was
much
him
was
and
that?
what year?
You're
what year was-
talking about 2013 with the burden run and 2 rows, right?
Yeah, pull that up, someone. Maddox was there, and they were all training with. Like, you're panicking, John. They all three were there, and they took a 1, 2, 3. They were all training with what's his name? The guy who got shit on a bunch. Henshaw doesn't deserve to get shit on.
There's no way they were 1, 2, 3 in that, because Fisher got stopped by the sled completely.
Okay, are you pulling it up, Caleb?
Yeah.
Here we go. Listen, people. Max Krieg all day. Max Krieg. I say it like it is.
Where they at? Where they at, Sevon? Where they at, Sevon?
Organize it by event 1, the row.
Where they at, Sevon?
Was he even there
Anonymous
that year?
is Garrett.
Yeah,
Was he
Anonymous
even-
is Garrett.
Oh, Neil Maddox. There he is, second place in the row 2. Oh, that's the long row. That's the long row.
And where's he at in the burden run in the row 1?
Don't
You're
worry
saying-
about the
you're
row.
saying
Don't
he
worry
improved-
about the row
let's just-
1.
He improved his endurance because he did good in one event.
And it was the ultimate endurance event of all time at the
He's
CrossFit Games.
17th place. He's getting beat by Tyson Takasaki, who's never good at endurance. That's who he's getting beat by.
He's getting beat by an affiliate.
And no
owner, Wes
wonder he
Pyatt.
did good in the row. He didn't do anything on the first one. People are selling out in that first row. He took 31st. He gamed the system. He didn't improve his endurance, Sevon. He gamed the system.
No, don't get carried away. That's a fabulous finish in the long distance row. You got to give him that. And the point was that he improved and Guy hasn't.
I think where we are in fitness today, it is much harder to make what you're saying, like that type of improvement in endurance, to have better scores.
Not if you work with Henshaw. Not if you work with Henshaw.
I think
Guy
has better endurance than Khalipa ever had.
Wow.
Period.
Wow.
And we're just that far in the evolution of what the body can do. I think if you put Guy into wherever Khalipa was, Guy is trashing Khalipa.
Listen, real quick. Sorry, Henshaw fucked up once on a very volatile day. He fucked up once on a very volatile day. Danny Spiegel. He knew I was thinking. Hey, your dog knew I was thinking about Danny.
Did you say Danny?
Henshaw killed Lazar. No, come on, my guys. Jesus criminy. John Young, 100%. Oh, shut it, Mason. What the fuck do you know? I do not think Guy. I do not think Guy is better aerobically than Neil, Garrett, or Khalipa. I wish Bryson was here to fight with me.
I would. I don't think he's better than Garrett aerobically. All right.
All right, guys. Oh, Latinas are dropping in numbers. We're at 4,000 now. Jesus criminy. How was your walk? How about Lydia Fish wearing the CEO shirt during the event?
Dude, Lydia Fish is a dog.
That's a compliment. Don't anyone post on Reddit that John put her down. That's a compliment.
John Young called Lydia Fish a dog.
Yeah.
Oh my
Flip
god.
Flip it.
Oh my god.
After Sevon says, "Oh, look, the Mexicans are on," and then I'll get clipped on that. And
That's how it works.
If I'm lying, I'm dying. Okay, so I'm watching this girl pull, and she is lifting the front of the sled up. That is the technique. Although she's in, and I think she's in first, or she's in last. I can't tell. Nope, she's in last. Never mind.
But you can see they only have the 10-pound plates on there. I think the elite's going to have way more weight.
Mm.
Mason Mitchell, top 5 in the 2012 games would be equivalent to bottom 5 today.
I agree wholeheartedly.
Wow, have we really come that far?
Oh yeah.
Dude, you can walk in events and still win the games in 2014.
You're talking about Rich Froning?
Yeah,
That hurts.
it's the truth.
I don't like when you say that, John.
Yeah, me neither.
You can doggy paddle in the pool and still win the games.
We walked in got 27th.
No, I think he
event?
was I think he was 33rd. I think he was
John is anti
Yeah, but you
Danny
wouldn't even
when she's literally the same type of athlete as John. Bikes, strong, random gymnastics.
100%. I'm really negative about people that are like me. I just am. I don't know, because I know how unfit I am. So I know that they're not going to be great at CrossFit. Danny, if you want to be on my grid team, Danny, I will happily accept you. They wear the tightest things. You would love it. Okay. Dude, if Danny Spiegel was on the grid league team, oh man, it would be amazing. I'm with
God, that's amazing. John
They
is not
wear
gay.
the tightest things.
I wish John was gay, but John is not gay. I would like to call him a lot of names. That's the one thing he's not.
I know that guy. I'm surprised that comment's coming from him.
Okay.
That's a good Christian man right
Hey,
there.
you should repent, Rankin random flavors.
Remember when John argued Neil wasn't at those games?
No, top 5 CrossFit.
No, you said he
Go
wasn't
back
even
and
there.
watch it.
No, you said he wasn't even there.
You know what I'm talking about. Stop it. You're putting words in my mouth.
Was Neil Maddox even at the games?
We will. This event will happen. Event 2. We picked the winners already. Who do we have for event 2 on the girls' side? You guys had Horvat.
I have Horvath. I think Emily Rolfe will be good in this event.
And I had Danny Spiegel and Max Krieg. Luke Parker is my flex. Who did you guys pick as your flex?
Georgia Pryor.
I had Emma Tall, but if I don't know why her score is not up there, so if there's a chance that she went down and didn't finish, I'm changing it to James Sprague.
I have Vellner as my flex and Ricky as my winner, and then Laura as my woman. And
then when this event is over, we will come back again. Let me get you a time on that. I think it's 9:55 a.m. So this will be a quick turnaround. The girls are taking the floor. Go over and check out the Loudon live stream. Barbell spin for all the fastest updates. If you want to know what's going on with Adler, Sahara Kai, details like that. If you want leaderboards, you want times, you want the nitty gritty, head on over there. Make sure you have the Instagram pulled up at all times. John Young, we'll see you shortly. Caleb Beaver, thank you. Have a good one, guys, and we'll see you in about 45 minutes. Bye-bye.